You can take the boy out of the country. You can't take the country out of the boy.
There's 50 rubles at
50
stake.
rubles was at stake.
It's not bad.
So there was some moments like that, just the little cultural clashes. They kind of appeared. I don't know if you guys had any cultural clashes.
Oh, we had one which was kind of funny. So Christian brought this game over at some point. It was called Spion.
What?
That was
Spy.
Spy.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a pretty simple game where you had one person who's a spy and the other people who know the location.
Right.
The spy has to figure out the location. Other people have to figure out the spy based on asking questions.
Got it.
And so one of the locations was an auto shop.
Okay.
And I don't remember who was the spy. This was a game with Lenny Dominguez, with Rustam,
Whole
Christian,
group of
Alejandro,
really, yeah.
everyone from different places.
Gotcha.
But we all identified an auto shop as a dishonest place. Generally
A chop
dishonest.
shop.
Yeah. So one of the
Parts.
questions was, do you expect to see honest people in this place? And Christian's like, yeah. We're like, he's a spy.
And he wasn't.
It turns out he wasn't.
Right.
We killed the wrong spy.
Right.
And we're like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, in Romania, our auto shops are very trustworthy.
You go, you pay, you get the service
Exactly.
for what you
What's
pay
the
for.
problem?
Yeah.
I still doubt that
Wow.
this is true.
Wow. Okay, that's a that's a kind
It's
of an
definitely
interesting cultural clash. I have one that was very, very, very funny. I liked it a lot. In Seattle, I was very proud. My friend Bob Walsh, he was the chairman of the Seattle Goodwill Games in 1990. The Goodwill Games were created by Ted Turner because we had, in the invasion of Afghanistan by the Soviet Union, we had boycotted the 1980 Moscow Olympics. They returned the favor and boycotted the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. So Seattle had created these Goodwill Games, and Bob Walsh was the chairman. And so it was all of these cultural exchanges between the Soviet Union and the United States. So the Moscow Circus came into town, the Bolshoi Ballet, and Bob had this idea that he wanted to organize and host a candidates tournament. And the candidates tournament that we bid for and received was between Anatoly Karpov and Johan Hjartarson from Iceland. And we organized it, let's say, in February of 1990. And everything was wonderful. I was really at the top of my game. I was really, really happy with everything and just delighted that my home city could host this I'm going to say semifinal candidates. Anyway, shock of shock, like day 3 or something like that, day 3 of the game, Seattle got like 5 inches of snow.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes, man. It was like the city came to a standstill. So I had breakfast with Bob, and he's like, oh, man, we got to cancel. Organizers time out. Tell the players, no game today. So I go call the Sheraton where they're saying, sorry, Johan, no game today. And he's like, why not? Well, look out your window. Yeah, it's snowing. Yeah, so what? It's like 5 inches of snow. Yeah, so? I mean, I'm from Iceland. This is nothing. This doesn't even count as a flurry. I want to play. Damn. I call Karpov. No game today. Why not? 5 inches of snow. Look outside your window. No way. I want to play.
It's from Siberia.
Right, from Moscow. So talk about the cultural thing.
Yeah.
So those guys obviously get picked up, and the car's creeping its way to the playing hall. They're like, step on it. Let's go. Let's go. It's Seattleites, man. We couldn't believe it. Like the snow, boy, we were terrified of the snow.
Yeah, sir. We're approaching 2 hours with
Please.
the podcast.
Oh, my.
We could probably be telling stories all night,
day,
I have to
all
say.
day, all day.
Now, we just finished the St. Louis Rapid Blitz,
Yes.
and Ali Reza played an incredible tournament.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your assessment of this young man.
Extraordinary. I mean, he's obviously a phenomenal player. It's really, in some ways, it's kind of hard to comprehend because what I want to say is you watch a tournament like the Singfield Cup and you interview the players after the games, and the first thing that Fabi says is like, I wanted to get a game. I wanted to get play so that we have this contest of two wills, and, you know, it's just so hard to win a game. It's just very, very hard to win a game. And the dude goes like +5 in, you know, one of these blitz, you know, portions in one day. So he makes it look easy. He's not only getting a game, he's outplaying the players from positions you don't expect. And there was a moment in the, I think all world champions have that, whether it be Karpov, Kasparov, Magnus, they have a little intimidation factor. Like, and I can't explain it. Levon is black. He has a bishop on d7, defending a knight on c6, which is attacked by a bishop on g2. Levon thinks not for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, but something like 20 seconds,
like that.
and goes bishop on d7 to f5, attacking a pawn on d3. Ali Reza takes the knight. You know, and it's like, dude, you're lost in one move. And it's like, I don't know if he was intimidating players. Like, players were playing strange. Nepo was white. Plays a Catalan. Plays a line of the Catalan where he's marginally worse and can hang on for a draw as white. You're thinking to yourself, dude, what kind of opening choice was that?
You were supposed to know that. Yeah.
Right? And it was really, really strange watching. So it's not only that he's obviously, you know, great talent, but he also is intimidating his opponents. At least that was my sense watching the games. I wasn't in the playing hall itself, so I didn't pick up that vibe. But I'm just saying, like, this guy is the real deal. I mean, he's scary good.
Absolutely, yeah. Super good player. A lot of potential left for him to unravel. Yasser, thank you very much for joining us. It was a
Guys,
pleasure.
No, on the contrary, I want to wish you both the best of success.
Thank you, Yasser.
I really feel that you got the wrong guy. I mean, like,
That was
look,
great.
Look,
That
look,
was
look,
great.
Look, somewhere in this hotel, you got, I'm not kidding, right now about 15 grandmasters. I should have been like the last guy that got wonderful.
Not only
Levon
that we got the
Aronian.
right guy, we'll get you back again.
Oh, I love it. I got a lot of stories, sad to say. Marvelous, funny stories, whether they be about Bobby Fischer, David Bronstein, Bent Larson, all of these legends of the past. And it's like really sad, these chess books, they devoted themselves to good move, bad move.
Yes.
They didn't tell
Well,
the real
speaking-
humor.
Speaking of which,
the
one of my
chess world.
favorite books was Palbenko's.
The
It
thick
was,
book?
It was an autobiography. It was around 1,000 pages.
Right,
It
by
included
Jeremy
his best
Silman. It's
yeah,
brilliant.
Jeremy Silman was the
Yeah.
editor, I think.
Exactly.
Included his best games, studies, everything.
What
But
a
his
story.
life story was great. So yeah, I
Extraordinary.
think those kinds of books are fantastic.
And they're so rare. It's really a gem. I'm really glad you mentioned it. But if you get a book like Vasily Smyslov's Best Games, so it's 200 games of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chess where Smyslov doesn't mention anything about himself. Not a single word. It was all, here I played this move, good move. Here I played this move, good move. I have better ending.
And that's basically the vision behind this podcast as well. Give voices to guys like you. Of course, you have
The
been on air
stories.
for so many
Sure,
years.
sure.
These stories, we have heard them, but
Right.
we want this type of long form conversation to happen
Right.
between us and the chess players and give it
Right.
to the world, basically.
Sounds like you need to get Rustam
We'll get Rustam.
on the show and
I'm
tell
sure
him to
we'll-
open up.
we'll get
Like, just
Rustam.
open up the spigot, let it fly.
You're trying to start some fires.
I'm trolling you
Yasser.
guys. Yeah, let's do it. But seriously, much success, and thank you.
Thank you, Yasser.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.